Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to show you a new program that I wrote. I was planning on doing a tutorial on how to make. Took me a little longer to get all the bugs and kinks worked out just for the graphical side of it. The mechanical side was pretty much easy to do. But I'm going to show you my new application of Rugit, or the GitHub downloader. So before we get started, I'll show you the code and explain the code on how it works. So I'll figure out something easier to do with RubyTK to get your feet wet when working with RubyTK for making graphical user interfaces. So here we have our shebang, and we are telling our code to require the TK gem libraries. In our class, we're telling it to initialize our code. So here, P1, P2, P3, P4, I've made P as my shorthand for pack. So I have my pack 1, pack 2, pack 3, and pack 4. Which here I have for each one, I have side left, expand 1, which you'll see how this works here in a minute. Side right, if I wanted something to be onto the right side of the window, I would use P2. P3 I had set up to where it has a padding from the left side and top side of 5 pixels, and the side is coming from the top. And in P4, the side it'll pack everything to the bottom. And basically what expand means is it will stay in place if you make the window bigger or smaller, so it keeps everything in line. Here I made myself a custom font for my window. The size of my font is 11, weight is bold. And this is how you can make italics, bold, print. You can even change the color size. You can add a border around it. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of functionality you can use with the TK font. If you don't use this, it will just go to the default setting of your operating system. Here is my command process. So download is my procedure of git clone, which we'll see here in a minute. And then I made an instance variable of the get URL, and this equals a TK variable. Don't need that. Clean that up. Save. Okay, so after this section, this part right here creates the window, the TK main, the main win, as my shorthand for the main window is tkroot.new, added my title, and then F1 is short for frame, my first frame, and F2 is my second frame. tkframe.new, and I have it attached to the main win. Release is raised, which means it should have a 3D. You can see the window where it's raised, so it's not. You can tell it apart. Then I packed it with P3, which again, that's coming from a padding of 5 pixels by 5 pixels coming from the top. Frame 2 is the same thing, but it's packed to P4, which that frame will come from the bottom. Then I made my first label, tklabel.new, and it's part of my first frame. Border width is 5, and then I used my font 1 here. Font is font 1. And then my text, thank you for using Rugit. And after that, I have my get label is a TK label, text, get clone link, and then get entry, which is the entry field. Again, it's in Again, it's in my first frame, and then I linked a text variable with my get URL, which is my TK variable. What this does is when you go to copy the GitHub or the get clone link, it stores it in the get URL instance variable. And I made this entry with a width of 50 characters. Then I packed it. The get button, tk button.new, in frame 1, it's command download. So this what allows us to run the download process. And then label 1, label 2, and then I made another button that clears the entry. And then exit button exits out of the program. And then I put a footnote and another footnote of who created it. And then here, define get clone is system get clone, and then it adds the get URL. So this right here is my process of the get clone command. Right here for my procedure. So when you press the get clone button, it will run the get clone, and then it will add the system command, the get clone, and then it will put the URL that you put into the entry field into it, run it, and download it from the source. So now that we've seen the source code, let's go ahead and give the sucker a try. Execute. So here's our window. Thank you for using Rugit, the Ruby Git Clone app. Here's our text field. As you can see, with clear, we can clear it straight out. And then our exit button. So let's give this a shot. Going to open up. There we go. So all you have to do is copy to your clipboard, come over here and paste it, and then click the Git Clone button. And as you can see, it downloaded it to the folder that the script is in, and not the user py folder. And then we can clear and just exit out. And there you go. That's how simple it is to make and is what to use. As you can see, I have all of my previous scripts for this program here downloaded into the file and folder. Try it one more time. If we move it over here and run it on our desktop, as you can see, it doesn't bring up a terminal. You didn't have to open up a terminal and type in git clone and then write the URL down in it. So this makes it a lot easier to do. And you could also use this for getting the RetroPie files from the GitHub source. So if you have Raspbian like I do, and you're wanting to reinstall, or if you have a fresh copy of Raspbian and you're trying to put RetroPie back on it, instead of going through the terminal and then having to add all that information on it, all you have to go is pull up the manual installation instructions and just copy and paste the link that gives you all the RetroPie files and folders that you need, put it in here, git clone, and it will paste it to wherever you have your program set up. So all you have to do then is move it to your Pi folder, this, that, and the other. Now, what I'll probably do, instead of having something this complex in the scripting for the tutorial, is I'll probably go ahead and make a RetroPie installer that it will work similar to this. It will, instead of having to copy and paste it, you'll already have the link and everything on there, so all you have to do is start the installation. It will install it, and then it'll change the permission, or the executable permission, automatically, and then it will automatically start up the RetroPie script. So it will take a lot of the terminal work out of it, and it should be easy enough for everyone to follow when we go to write the TK program. Well, I hope this was interesting to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you get some good use out of this program. Now this program is you can use this program on Linux, you can use it on Windows, and you can use it on Macintosh. I don't have an Apple computer, so I can't test it out on an Apple machine, but I know it runs on Windows and it runs off of Linux. But there you have it. I will start doing more tutorials here soon. I've just been kind of busy, but again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my new project. It will be up on GitHub here very soon. Until then, y'all, have a good one.